Hey guys, it's Rianne, and today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video. I thought this could be kind of fun. We could kind of chat and catch up while I get ready. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, I gotta roll up my sleeves and so the first thing I'm going to do is going to be no surprise to any of you who have watched my channel in the past. This is Burt's Bees Lip Balm. I can't live without it. So I'm just going to put some, oh, I just drooled. I'm just gonna put some of that on to start. And the next thing I'm going to do is put on this, which is my Roche Posay Athelio 60. This has an SPF of 60 and it is a sunscreen. And the reason why this is my favorite is because it doesn't leave a white cast and it's super duper light. I have some other sunscreens I really like, but they leave a white cast. And my face is just always a couple shades lighter than the rest of my body. And so if I have a sunscreen that leaves a white cast, it kind of just makes the issue worse. So I really appreciate that this doesn't do that. And it's just also super light, and I love that it's SPF 60 because that's pretty high. So I like to apply that a little bit to my face, a little bit to my neck. I live in Southern California, so we get a lot of sunshine here. You gotta make sure you're protecting your skin from all of those rays. But yes, this is definitely my favorite sunscreen. So next I'm going to put on my primer. This is the Smashbox Photofinish primer. It's kind of like an industry favorite. I believe this was the first ever makeup primer as well, so that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna start this kind of like in my nose area where my pores are very visible. And then I just kind of like work it out through the forehead, etc. Kind of just covering all of our bases. I really like the consistency of this. It just makes your skin feel really, really soft all of a sudden, which is fantastic. Great. So next I'm going to put on my BB cream. This is the Burt's Bees BB cream. This is in the shade Light Medium. This is still a little too light for me. I need to get a darker shade of BB cream. And I feel like my face is just always in a lighter state than the rest of my body, especially because I'm about to start fake tanning again. And it just makes it even more noticeable, especially because I don't wear face makeup that often. It's noticeable. I really don't mind that much, but it definitely doesn't help. So I'm just going to dot this all over my face, as you can see, just kind of trying to disperse it. And then I'm going to take the Beauty Blender. And I have some really, I don't want to say sad news, but like I really wanted to like the Real Techniques complexion sponge better than the Beauty Blender because it is like a significantly lower price point. And a friend actually gave me some beauty blenders and I was like, okay, I'll try them out, but they're not gonna be that much better than the Real Techniques sponges. But I actually really do like the way that this applies better. I don't know what it is about it, but I like the density of it better, and I do actually think it does a better job of dispersing the product. I still really like the Real Techniques complexion sponge, but I actually really do like this better. But anyway, yeah, I do think this is a really great makeup sponge, and this is my favorite way to apply BB cream. Oh, by the way, if it looks like my face is a bit swollen on this side, that's because it is. I had only one wisdom tooth for some reason, and I had it out a week ago exactly, but the swelling hasn't completely gone down. So I'm still like waiting for that to go down. I had just a terrible time. The medication they put me on post-op made me really, really sick. So that's kind of, I mean, I'm not doing anything super exciting today, but I have just been feeling so not good the past week. And sometimes for me, just like getting ready can make me feel better. So that's kind of what today's deal is. I'm just kind of running errands and doing like things like that, but I'm gonna get ready today. Anyway, next thing I'm going to do is apply my concealer. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, and I really like this. I got this in, I forget how I came across this product. It was either like in a goodie bag from an event or something of that nature, but I really didn't expect to like it, and I really, really like it. It's a very, very thick formula. And I just really enjoy it quite a lot. I am having really bad issues with my other under eye bags lately. I don't know what the deal is with that. But I usually just apply it here where I have the darkness, and then anywhere where there's like a dark spot or, you know, a blemish, whatever, what have you. Of course, right over here I have like a little island chain. of blemishes because that's where the tooth extraction was. So there was like, you know, activity over here and my skin was like, stop it. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to take a smaller beauty blender. Actually, I'm gonna move my mirror a little bit closer because even though I have my contacts in, I don't know what it is. It's like a security thing. I like to be up close in my face. So I am just going to take this little guy and blend out this under eye concealer. So I'm just going to dab that out, and then whatever's like left on the sponge too, I usually just like go over these areas. This area of my nose tends to get a little bit red. Chin tends to get a little bit red. And then anywhere I have any sort of like blemishy guys or scarring, kind of just dab around there too. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is apply my Primer Potion by Urban Decay to my eyelids. I've been using this for a really long time now that I think about it. I can't recall how long, but I don't know if I've ever used another primer other than the MAC Paint Pot, but I prefer this to the paint pots, definitely. So I'm just going to apply this to the top, to my eyelids, not the tops of my eyes, to my eyelids, and I'm just going to do it in a patting motion because I am trying so hard to be more mindful about pulling on my skin when I'm applying makeup, because pulling on it can be very stressful for the skin. And you know, I am one of those people where like I am not ashamed of getting older. I embrace my fine lines. However, I would like them to, you know, progress as slowly as possible, but I don't mind having fine lines. So I'm looking right now for an eye cream to like, you know, kind of put in this area. But one thing, so I don't mind the fine lines at all. I'm planning on aging gracefully and just, you know, owning my fine lines. But my under eye bags are a different story. I want those to be totally extricated. I do not want those. Why are they there? I look tired. So the next thing I'm going to do is take this Smashbox contour palette, and on a fluffy brush, this is the MAC 134. I remember buying this some Christmases ago with the Christmas money I got, and I was like, I am going to buy the MAC 134 brush, and it's shedding on me now, which I'm not super happy about, but I remember it was a big purchase for me at the time. Anyway, I am going to just apply this all under this area, just kind of setting my BB cream and my concealer. So now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. This is the Lorac Pro palette. I had been using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet no, it's not a naked palette. It's a semi-sweet chocolate bar palette for quite a while, but I totally ran out of the shade I was using on my eyelids, so I decided to pick this up. And so, I'll tell you a funny story in a second. The first thing I'm gonna do is pick up light bronze, which is, in here it says LT bronze. And when I first opened this, I was like, why is it called Lieutenant Bronze? I was like, what? And then I realized it was light bronze, but there's not a dark bronze. So I don't know why they wouldn't have just named it bronze. But yeah, no, it's light bronze. So I'm just going to go ahead and dust this all over my eyelids. I like these colors. They are a frost finish, however, so the shimmer in them is sort of like a silver color, which is cool. It's a little bit 90s, but I think I like it. I think so. Yeah. So next I'm going to pick up Pewter, which is kind of like between silver and brown shade-wise. So I'm going to pick that up on the fluffy side of this brush, and I'm just going to work this into my crease. I kind of have to pay attention because my eye shapes are slightly different. And if I'm not paying attention and I'm doing my crease color, I can accidentally sort of amplify that size difference if I'm not paying attention. So if I get a little quiet here, you know why. I guess it's not a size difference. It's really a slight shape difference. So once I have finished with the crease color, I'm going to go back and pick up cream with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to dust this under my brow bone on each side. And then using that same brush, I'm just going to go over the line and blend it out. So that way it's not a harsh line. I have been favoring this makeup combination a lot lately. I really like it. Next, I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to pick up Pewter again, and I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line just to balance out the look and, you know, tie it all together. especially because I don't put mascara on my bottom lash line. If I don't do this, then it starts to look a little bit like I forgot my bottom lash line, so this is really helpful in that regard. Next, I'm going to pick up a angled brush, and I'm going to pick up black in the same palette, and I'm just going to do my eyeliner, and I always line with shadow. I have lined in the past with like a gel, and I have used liquid liner before, but I'm not that good at it. I'm not as good as many people. And I like liner because it's a little bit of a softer line. It's not as harsh, and it's also really easy if you make a mistake to correct. So that is always a bonus for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and swipe that on my lash line. Oh, and we're getting fallout. What a bummer in the summer. Okay, when I lined, I realized that I really don't mind if it's not perfect, because when I put my mascara on, it's like almost, it kind of like, you know, fades into my eyelashes. So for me, I try not to worry about it because, you know, life is short. You don't have to worry about it. This is always where I get nervous because, you know, it has to match to the other eye. Like the first eye, you're like, okay, whatever happens, I can just do it on the other eye. But the second eye, you're like, all right, focus time. It's not as symmetrical as I usually do, but when you're filming yourself, it's just, it makes it so much harder. So I'm just gonna leave it for today. And then I'm just gonna take my ring finger and I'm just gonna go along kind of like the line up here and just kind of blend it in a little. Again, kind of more of a softer line. Yeah, so then there we have that. The next thing I'm gonna do is take this fluffy brush again, and just any fallout that we may have gotten, I'm going to just brush out. Et voila. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bronze, and I am going to take this bronzer, which is by Buxom. This is the Tahiti bronzer. I really like this because it is a warm tone bronzer. I use this very often. I haven't even hit pan on it, and I've been using it pretty much every time I do my makeup for probably a year about, so that's pretty good. So I'm just going to swirl this brush in the Tahiti bronzer, and I'm just going to put it up here on my forehead, and then around the sides of my face as well. And this kind of just like, you know, brightens it up. These are very natural sun-kissed look, so I really love this bronzer a lot for that. So once I have applied that, I am going to put on a cool tone bronzer because that's a warm tone bronzer. This is Nars Laguna, which is a fan favorite. And I'm going to use an angled brush, and I'm going to put this under my cheekbones because this darker color really mimics shadows more. So I like that a lot to kind of carve out my features. All right, so I got that under my cheekbones, and I also placed some up here on my temples, and yes. So next I put on blush. And this blush is by Clinique. This is totally Tawny. I've been using this, for any of you who have been here since I started my channel, like 6 years ago, I have always loved this blush, and I still do. So I'm just going to go ahead and place it here, sort of on the apples of my cheeks. I don't know, I kind of do it like a little bit back from the apples of my cheeks. I can't explain it that well, but right there. My hair is really bothering me. It's like day 2 hair, and I'm not really sure I understand it right now. So anyway, next I'm going to pick up the All in Brow by Dior. I absolutely love Dior products. I've been trying some of their skincare recently, and I've been loving it. So I'm gonna let you guys know about that very soon. But this is in blonde. This is their, like I said, all in brow. I'm just gonna pick that up on this brow brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm actually really proud of myself because in December 2016, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and go a whole year without styling my brows. And it was really hard because we're almost at December 2017, and I have pretty much like made it an entire year. I think I've plucked maybe like 10 hairs over the course of the year, just because they were usually like down here. And also I worked with Dior in February, and there were a few stragglers, and I was like, I'm gonna really regret it if I don't pluck these. But anything else, I didn't touch. And I didn't style my brows at all. And I'm really happy that I did that because my brows have regenerated quite a lot And it was definitely, like I said, very difficult because, you know, like even right now, like the tail of my brow is kind of all over the place, but I don't mind it that much anymore. At first I was like, I don't like that at all, but now that there's like several stray ones, it's kind of like, oh, is that intentional? I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself because my brows do really look, you know, fuller. And so yeah, if you are having trouble, and the reason why I did that is because on this brow, I had plucked away too much of the tail of the brow and it did not look good. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this so that way they can kind of regenerate. And it totally worked. And I like the way the brows look now. And yeah, so pretty soon, I'm not sure if I'm gonna style them again or if I'm gonna just kind of leave them the way they are because I kind of like them now. But we'll see. But they definitely did get much fuller. And I'm really happy about it. So after I do my brows, I take my ring fingers and I just kind of go like this at the beginning because I want them to be, you know, a gradient and not just begin. So that is, you know, one of the things that I do. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to put on makeup setting spray, which I love makeup setting spray so much. I had no idea how much I needed it until I tried the makeup setting spray by Scandinavia. And this is the Urban Decay D-Slick, which is by Scandinavia. And I just love Scandinavia setting spray. So I am going to spray this on my face to keep my makeup in place and in check all day. I don't usually talk after I do that. Tasty. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is my lashes, and I am going to curl them. This is the Uemura Lash Curler, and I have a little story about that. I was using a lash curler from Lancome, and I really liked it, but it broke. And so I was like, you know, like I'm gonna try the Uemura. Sorry, I'm gonna just pull this a little closer to myself so I can see what I'm doing. I like to grab every lash. But yeah, so I had been using the lash curler by Lancome and I really liked it, but I thought, okay, I'm gonna try the Uemura one because it was notoriously, you know, the best lash curler. Well, I actually think I like my Lancome one better, the one that broke. This one's fine. I do think that the Lancome one does work a tad bit better. But you know, it's not like a huge difference. And now that I'm thinking of it, I think I've had this one for about 5 years, which is quite a long time. But yeah, I'm one of those people, I have to curl my lashes. Some of my friends, a lot of my friends don't curl their lashes. But for me, it's a necessity to curl them. So now I'm going to go in with mascara. I am using the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, and I love this. So from going to beauty events and, you know, PR packages, what have you, I had a ton of mascaras kind of just in my makeup collection. So I wanted to try them out and kind of see which ones were really good because, you know, so I stopped buying the one that I usually buy, and that is the Lancome Hypnose Drama, or Drama Hypnose. I always say it the wrong way, but it's that one. And I love that one so much. And the only one that's really made me think it could be just as good or even better is this one, which is the Smashbox Full Exposure. What I like about it is it's very lengthening and thickening, which I think is something that we all would love in a mascara, and I really like it. So I think I'm going to get another one of those Lancome mascaras after I'm done with this one, and then I can kind of compare a little bit more because I haven't actually used the Hypnose Drama in like quite a few months because I've just been trying out all of these mascaras. And yeah, so the last one that I tried, which I can't remember the name of or even who makes it, but like anytime I would touch my lashes, they would start to just like stick. It was a super sticky formula. They would just stick together. Oh man, it was not good. It was not good. And I am one of those people where I don't like to be wasteful. So I used it for like a month and I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna grin and bear it. But my lashes kept sticking together and it did not look very attractive. Okay, so now it's all applied. See, I think this mascara is really great. So the last product that I'm going to use is a lip product. And today I'm going to be putting on the lip polish by Buxom. This is in the color Starr, S-T-A-R-R. and I love the Buxom lip polish formulas. I do not like regular lip gloss, but the Buxom lip polishes I really, really like. So I'm just going to apply this. I just realized I'm going to my checkup in a few minutes for my wisdom tooth removal, so this is going to be everywhere, but it's fine. But yes, I just love this so much, and it's a really great shade for my olive skin complexion. And the other thing is I really rarely ever use a lip product to the end, with the exclusion of Burt's Bees lip balm, because I use those to the end all the time. But an actual lip product that's like a lipstick, a lip gloss, a lip liner, I pretty much never use them all the way down to the end. This one, I am almost out. I'm gonna have to go get another one. So that is, I don't know, that speaks volumes to me. I don't know. This is just like a total favorite for me, definitely. And it has a peppermint taste, which I really like, because it kind of like will plump up your lips as well. And I like that. I'm gonna move the mirror out of the way because I'm all finished with my makeup. I'm trying to decide what to do with this hair. Not sure if I need to style it or if it's okay as is. You ever have those days where you're like, does it look intentional? I don't know. Anyway, I have to figure that out kind of soon because I have to go and run my errands. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for getting ready with me today. This was super fun. Let me know if you like videos like this. Oh my gosh, can you see my face back here? That's so distracting. Okay, anyway, let me know if you guys liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every Thursday. And please go follow me on Instagram. I love Instagram. I love posting on stories and everything. And it's super easy for me to get back to you guys on there. And I just love it. So definitely go follow my Instagram at riannstar if you'd like. And yeah, I will talk to you guys very soon. So I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.